Welcome to another episode of Conversations for Financial Professionals, a podcast where we are shaping the next generation of financial advice. And I am very privileged today. We got Mr. Seth Godin. You are a multi-world time bestseller, including titles like Purple Cow and Lynchpin and Now the Practice. You are only or one of three people, I think, in the Direct Marketing Hall of Fame. But to be quite honest, in my opinion, you're just one of the world's best educators and teachers of what I feel is lacking, which is
Wow,
confidence.
very kind of you. And it's a pleasure to be here. I think this topic matters, and I'm glad to chime in.
Yeah, uncovering your superpower and becoming indispensable. Today, I wanted to kind of discuss some themes of your writings and things that I guess, kind of show up over and over again, or maybe kind of permeate. And that's the notion around being indispensable versus embracing mediocrity,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe operating in your superpower versus just being a cog in the big machine of life. So like, how did you happen upon these concepts? Like where did they come from? Where, like, give me the evolution of this kind of thinking in your regard.
Yeah, it's a super question. What do I mean when I talk about being indispensable? Because no one is actually indispensable. The planet keeps turning, even if you don't get out of bed. What I'm getting at is seeking out the feeling that you are doing something specific, that you are putting yourself on the hook, that you are a unique entity that would be missed if you were gone. And that is the opposite of what we are taught in school. And so I pushed against it all the years I was coming up. And then I was surrounded by people who were younger than me, saw it happening over and over again. The kids want to find a path and a voice and an impact, but the system keeps pushing them to fit in. The number 2 pencil, the standardized test, the little circles, the famous college. I could go on forever. Why does the system want that? Well, I spent more than a year of my life researching it. We invented school to make factory owners happy. That is its purpose. It was stated purpose. The first school for teachers in Massachusetts was called the Normal School, because its job was to teach kids to be normal. And I don't think we need more people who will work cheaper and follow instructions better. We don't have a shortage of that. You might have argued in 1800 or 1900 we did, and a lot of injustices happened in this world against people's will, pushing them to be compliant cogs in a system, whether they want to or not. But now in 2021, I think it's pretty clear that's not going to get us where we want to go. We need individuals who have something to say and who would be missed. So the more I researched it, the angrier I got, because I started to see something I hadn't seen before. And I wanted to share that thinking with people. And what I'll tell you is most people say, yeah, I'd like to be indispensable. But then when I say, show me the places where you are leaning against the system, insisting for your own voice, they can't show me because they're filled with fear, because that's what they got indoctrinated to do.
Wow, that's real powerful. Before I ask a follow-up question to that, did you have a influence that kind of steered you to that path, like maybe a parent or a teacher or anybody?
Well, I think I probably had 2 influences. The first one is I have a mild but productive case of ADHD, and I have a lot of trouble sitting still. And then I won the parent lottery. I was born with privilege, and I was born with 2 amazing parents who understood who I was and didn't they didn't encourage me to be weird, but they tolerated me being weird. And that was all I needed, was to know that someone had my back. And that's too rare in our world, and I miss them every day.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. So I'm going to borrow a phrase from Shane Parrish. Let's double click on that. Let's peel back the onion just a little bit.